Students, today the uh, 32nd class for the NEET, and the physics class is on 17th class. Today we are going to deal with the oscillation chapter. Here it covers the concept of waves and simple harmonic motion and all that. In fact, I am going to do the lesson in detail, as well as the what are the problems it has appeared for NEET exams. Now, once you know this fundamental, right, it will take a very lengthy topic. Is this, and chapter is the topic is very easy, but you need little differentiation and integration, slightly beyond the plus two level. In fact, this is common for both NEET as well as IIT, JEE, and even in NDA exams they have asked. Therefore, students who are preparing for this all medical and engineering, it will be very helpful. Any motion that repeats itself over and over again at a regular interval of time is called periodic motion. Periodic motion. When we call the periodic motion repeats itself over and over again, over and over again. That too what? At a regular interval of time. Regular interval of time. It's called periodic motion. This regular interval is also called period. Symbol is T, you use it. The period, the symbol T. The particle performing a periodic motion which covers same path again and again. Say example, you take a oscillation of a pendulum. Now this is mass of the pendulum, weight of the body acts M into G. This is the tension. The pendulum start oscillating. When you give a force, what will happen? It start oscillating. Right? This is called to and fro motion. To and fro motion. Now it will go to the maximum displacement. This displacement, say, I'll write it, it's maximum displacement. And this is the displacement at any instant. I'll write X is the displacement any instant. This is the maximum displacement from here to here, here to here. This is called amplitude, I call. A is called amplitude. That is called maximum displacement. This is the mean position. O is called mean position. OA, this is OB, right? Or this A is different from this A. Sometimes if you want, you can write EA also, you can write it. This is the maximum displacement mean position, OA. And what is this what? What is the X? X is what? Displacement at any instant, at any time or any instant from mean position, Understood? Now this is called to and fro. This to and fro motion is called one oscillation. To and fro motion is called one oscillation. Now what actually happens is, see, I'll describe this one. This is the mean position. This is an extreme position, A and B. Here the velocity is maximum. Right? The velocity is what? Maximum velocity. Here the velocity is equal to 0. Here also velocity is 0. Now what happens? The bob getting accelerated. Here so fast it comes. Here maximum velocity. Maximum velocity. Understood? In other words, you have kinetic energy is equal to maximum kinetic energy here. Here what about the kinetic energy is 0. Whereas what about the potential energy? It is so much height, is it not? The body is here. It can do the work, therefore it is a potential energy is what? Maximum. Here, maximum kinetic energy. What about this position? It is having this much height. Okay, this much height. And this is the displacement x from mean position. This is the height. Mass. Here, this position, what you have got? It is potential energy plus kinetic energy. Whatever way, the total energy remain constant. The total energy, kinetic energy plus potential energy is always constant. For a body is a simple harmonic motion. Now we take 1 second. Here we take 1 second. What is the period here? Period is equal to 2 seconds. This is called, suppose the length is what? This length is what? 1 meter. Length of the pendulum. The length of the pendulum is what? 1 meter. If the period is what? 2 seconds. Such pendulum is called second pendulum, whose period is 2 seconds. Okay. Now these are to and fro motions called vibration or oscillation, whatever you can call it, like this. Suppose I keep some light here, torch light in a dark room. It is oscillating. Here what will happen? See this oscillation. The bulb, the projection, the piece, if a light falls on here in the dark room, on the top you put some torch light on the top, and the image is seen here on the ground. Now this is the mean position. Here extreme position. A and B, this is the mean position. Here what will happen? Velocity gradually increases. Acceleration at any instant. This is called acceleration at any instant. Here what? Here acceleration is 0. Here acceleration gradually increasing. Here acceleration is what? Maximum. Because velocity is maximum. Similarly what? Then gradually acceleration decreases, it becomes 0. Then again the acceleration is always towards the mean position. Now if x is the displacement from the mean position, x is the displacement, acceleration at any instant is directly proportional to displacement from mean position. Displacement from mean position. And the acceleration is always towards mean position. Right? Towards mean position. This is the characteristics of a simple or harmonic motion. They will ask you, the particle is executing simple harmonic motion. See, suppose these are called characteristic of simple harmonic motion. This is the type of motion described by harmonic function they will give. What is harmonic? Or musical instrument or even pendulum and all that. It's called simple harmonic motion. But what is the characteristic of a simple harmonic motion? Right? It should be a periodic. Okay, no problem. Correct. It is an oscillation. Okay, it is correct. That also correct. And only thing is what? If this is in x. X is the displacement from mean position. Now, this acceleration at any instant. A particle is said to execute a simple harmonic motion if its acceleration is proportional to displacement from its mean position. It is always directed towards this what? Directed towards mean position. Okay, this is very, very important to know. Look, this is the thing. This is the characteristic. A particle is said to be executing simple harmonic motion if its acceleration is proportional to its displacement from mean position, and is always directed towards its mean position. This you have to remember and write. Therefore, the time taken for one, what is period? You know, period is what? Time taken for one oscillation or vibration, whatever it is. And what is the frequency? Frequency is equal to F. That is called number of oscillation per second. The number of oscillation in 1 second or number of to and fro motion in 1 second, whatever it is, it's called oscillation. What is the relation between that? It's important. See, look, suppose where I take one oscillation, to and fro motion, one wave comes out. Okay, in 1 second, you do like this, to and fro in 1 second, half second and half second, one wave comes. Suppose in 1 second, 5 times I am doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 1 second I am doing. In 1 second I am making 5 oscillations. How many waves you are expecting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have done 5 oscillations. That's 1 oscillation, 2 oscillations, 5 oscillations in 1 second. For 1 oscillation, 1 wave comes out, say. Its length is equal to 5 meter or 10 meter, say 10 meter. What is the distance covered in 1 second? Velocity is equal to distance by time taken. What is the velocity? What is the distance? 10, how much? 5 times, no? 50 meter in 1 second. Okay? Now, number of oscillations per second is called period. That means 5 oscillation in 1 second. That means time for 5 oscillation is equal to 1 second. Therefore, time for 1 oscillation, 1 by 5 seconds. Correct? Time for 1 oscillation is how much? 1 by. Time for 1 oscillation is same as what? Period, is it not? Period. Therefore, what do you observe from this? Period T is equal to 1 by 5 here. Period is 1 by 5. 5 is called frequency. 1 by frequency. You know, velocity is equal to distance by time. Simple term. What is the velocity? What is the distance covered by one wave? One wavelength. What is the time? That is called the period. T. That means velocity is equal to lambda by T. But T is equal to 1 by F. Or V is equal to F lambda. This is a simple relation. For any wave motion, velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength. There are various methods in which you can give the proof. Here I am writing velocity is equal to frequency. Now, see, sometime we can express this in the circular motion. When some students, they ask, sir, what is that? They have shown that on circle, they are doing like this. What is this? That means this is the representation. See, God can be representation in different religion, different form. This is one of the form. This is also same thing. Concept of God is same, but way of expressing is different. Now I'll tell you what is this. Representation of a simple harmonic motion in a circular motion. That means consider a point, a particle of mass A moving in a circular motion. Suppose A is the radius. A is the radius of the circle. P is some point. It is moving in a circular orbit. Suppose here when t is equal to 0, the particle was here. After 1 second, it has come here. 1 second at the middle between this one. This angle is what? 45 degree, correct? Angle is 45 degrees, say. P. Another 1 second, it has come here. Point B. Another 1 second, it is coming. Here another 1 second. For the pins, you take A, B, C, D. Again come back A. Therefore, Here it takes a 2 second. Here 2 second. Here 2 second. Here 2 second. That what is the period? Time taken for one complete rotation is called 8 seconds. Right? Now what is the angle covered? Theta is called 45 degree. Then how much vertical displacement? Y is the vertical displacement. What is the horizontal displacement? This one. This is the projection. This is the shadow of P on this diameter. What is the diameter? P is called, this is M, I'll write it. This also you can write. This is the shadow of P on this diameter N. What is M and N? M is projection or shadow of P on AC on the diameter. Similarly, N is what? Projection of P on BED diameter. This is Y. If this is theta, therefore this is also theta. Right? Now this is hypotenuse, is it not? What is sine theta? Sine theta is equal to, I will take this triangle, opposite over hypotenuse. Therefore sine theta is equal to, what is the opposite? Y by hypotenuse is A. Therefore Y is equal to A sine theta. Similarly, you can express this. What is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. If I take this triangle, what is adjacent? X over hypotenuse is A. Therefore, X is equal to A cos theta. Can you follow? See, now I observe here, this is my eyes, just I am observing it. Now, as the particle moves here, what happened is N going up and down. Is it not? Up and down. Here, when I observe here, like this, suppose my eye is like this. This is my eye, right? I am viewing this direction, right? When I view in this direction, the particle moves in a circular orbit. If I observe this shadow, what will happen? It will go to and fro motion up to the mean position. Understood? Now it is moving like this. Now I move this paper, see, upward. We move the paper upward, what will happen? I will get what? Slowly I move like this. When you move fast, what will happen? Same way, it is moving up and down. I'll move this side, right? I'll push that side, what will happen? I'll get a wave. Therefore, here to and fro motion. This is also to and fro motions. When I keep on doing it, I pull the paper, you will get a wave this direction. Therefore, here you can say let a particle going, see, let a P move, goes around the circle of radius A with the angular frequency. See, what is the angular velocity? Omega. What is called angular velocity? Again, come back a new concept. Angular velocity is what? Angle by time taken. Angle. Therefore, theta is equal to omega t. It's called the angle covered. Here what I write? Y is equal to A sin theta, I write. Y is equal to A sin theta is equal to omega t, I write it. What is the angle? What is the maximum angle it can cover? Complete what? 360 degree. What is time taken for one complete rotation? It's a period, but it is expressed in radian. Therefore, write 2 pi by t, we write it. So omega is equal to what? 2 pi by t. Or 1 by t is what? 1 by t is equal to frequency. So omega is equal to 2 pi f. Some textbook write frequency is denoted by nu. Nu they will write it. Therefore, omega is equal to 2 pi nu. It's called higher frequency. Higher frequency. Any symbol they can use it. It is not V, this is nu. This is radian per second. Radian per second. Therefore, here a simple harmonic motion. This is what? Y is equal to A sin omega t. This represents a simple harmonic motion. It is what wave? It should be what? Sine wave or even x is equal to a cos omega t. This is also a simple harmonic motion. What is the difference between this? See, I'll draw the diagram. See, this is the displacement, whatever it is. See, this is the sine curve, right? This is an amplitude. A is the maximum displacement, right? Okay. Now, what about the sine? This is sine wave. This is what? Sine wave. Then what about the cos wave? It will be like this, right? See, sine wave and cos wave, they are complementary. Understood? When it's 0, it is maximum. When it's here 0, this becomes maximum, right? It will be like this. Therefore, this is also a x. This is y. This is x. This is time. Oscillating. Therefore, here what? Y is equal to a sin omega t. Here y is equal to a cos omega t. Both represent a simple harmonic motion only. And the linear combination, what is linear combination? Y is equal to a sin omega t plus a cos omega t. This is also another new sine wave. A different, it will start somewhere. Okay, it's called linear combination. Here this amplitude is small. Suppose the amplitude is very big, say I can write B. This is a small wave and this is a big wave, like that. There are a lot of analysis it goes. Therefore, at present, we confined ourselves with y is equal to a sin omega t. Now, suppose I start like this. See, this is O, is the origin. P is the point on the circumference making an angle theta 45 degree. Say, just an example. This is A is an angle A. This is a amplitude A. Then this is vertical displacement, horizontal displacement. Therefore, y is equal to what? A sin omega t you have written, right? Or y is equal to a sin theta. Now, when this is what? When t is equal to 0, I started the wave here. Some person may record like this, right? This is 45 degree. This is 30 degrees, say, suppose. This is 30 degrees, say, epsilon, I'll write it, epsilon. Or theta naught, I'll write it, theta naught. Now, I started a clock here. See, this is after 1 second. See, this is take 1 second, 1 second. Or say, this may be after half second. From here to here, 2 seconds. See, 1 second, 1 second, 2 seconds. Here somebody else started after half second he starts. T is equal to 0. Right? Then for him, how he has to describe, no? He is describing, this man is describing y is equal to a sin theta. And this fellow, how he will describe? A dash. This man describe y is equal to a sin theta plus theta naught. That means I have started half a second later. Suppose another person, he, a double dash. How you describe? This is 45 degree earth. Here, say 45 degrees. Then you will write a sin theta is general term plus 45. 45 is pi by 4. Anything. Now he describe the wave at this particular point. Another person want to describe how y is equal to a sin theta plus 90 degree. Understood? 90 degree. That means he is starting after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds. Right? From here to here 2 seconds, here 2 seconds, 2 seconds period. Therefore, this is also called initial phase. What do you call this? Is called? This is the general equation. Y is equal to a sin theta plus theta naught. This is called initial phase. Now what about this entire quantity? This quantity is called phase of a wave. Phase, right? Phase of a simple harmonic motion. Okay, with this we'll start the lesson, and I'll tell you what are the things, like what is the meaning as I do it. Today you have come to the expression for how to represent a simple harmonic motion. You have done this much. Okay.